Hello friends, Raveen here, I hope you're doing well. Today we'll begin a tier list of the new General Feats from the 2024 Player's Handbook. There are plenty of them, so this will be a 3-video series. There is no time to waste and let's get to it. So first, we have the Ability Score Increase feat. This is the classic, most characters take this at least once in their career. We see this quote-unquote feat very often and it is really good and flexible. Because of that, I will give it the S tier. Actor. Since all of the general feats are half feats now, meaning they provide an ability score increase along with their other features, it will be hard to really find a bad feat. The actor feat is not very powerful mechanically, but both impersonation and mimicry are a blast role-playing wise. I will give it a C tier. Athlete. This feat is not bad, saving you some movement speed when you stand up from the prone condition, especially if your movement speed is already pretty high, is valuable. Jumping is situational, and so is the climb speed, but that doesn't make it bad. I will place this in a lower end of B tier. Cool feat. Charger. Charger has two different features. The improved dash feature is nice, although the less powerful of the two. Charge attack is probably the reason you want this feat, and honestly, some builds can take advantage of this benefit better than others, but I see the potential. It's niche, but pretty good, high end of B tier in my eyes. Chef. Alright, so replenishing meal doesn't make you regain that many more hit points. It is just 4.5 on average, which is not much, but not negligible in the early game. Bolstering treats do indeed bolster your allies, but not very much. Temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus isn't a lot. Still, this is useful in a low-level play and has a cool flavor, a solid C tier. Crossbow Expert. I like this one. If you're going for a double-wielding martial build that uses hand crossbows, this feat is your best friend. The benefits along with the ability score increase are great together. If you're doing a regular crossbow build, this is still good, just not breathtaking. I will give it the A tier. Crusher. So Crusher is a sneakily good feat, but probably in a different way than you might think. If you are using this with a martial character that likes to use hammers, for example, to deal bludgeoning damage, this is alright and a solid choice. Where this really shines are the cheese grating builds with the spike growth spell. This is usually taken as a way to move your enemies within the briar patch it creates. This is between the A and B tiers for me because of how its power changes. I will put it in the lower end of the A tier though. Defensive Duelist. This feat has only one feature, parry, and it is awesome. Early on, a lot of the impactful attacks will come from melee range anyway, and this is a +2 or 3 to your AC every round. Great! Later on, even when the sources of damage diversify, this is a shield spell at will against melee attacks, and that is really powerful. I'm convinced that for the right build, this is an S tier feat. Dual Wielder. The wording of this feat can be a bit tough to interpret properly, well, it was for me anyway, but if you're dual wielding and one of the weapons has the Nick Mastery, this weaponizes your bonus action, as both of your attacks are made as a part of the attack action. If you don't have such a weapon, this makes it so that the other weapon doesn't have to be light, which usually increases the damage just by 1 point. Jump from a d6 to a d8. You won't take this feat because of the 1 damage increase unless you have a sick magic weapon that you can use with it now. You take it to weaponize your bonus action. That can be powerful, but a lot of features require a bonus action instead of an action in the new rules, so I'm not 100% on it. I will give it a solid B tier. Durable. Being able to increase only your constitution with this feat is tough, and so is losing your constitution modifier when you expand the hit die with speedy recovery. Defy Death is the most intriguing feature, but obviously very situational. This is a C tier feat in my eyes. Elemental Adept. I love the flavor. Picking one of the elements and mastering it. The damage increase from Energy Mastery is very low, you won't notice it. Ignoring resistance is the main part of this feat, and if you are roleplaying as a caster that focuses purely on one element, I would take this. I am between the B and C tiers on this one though. Let's put it in the lower end of the B tier. Fate Touched. If you need to even your mental score, this feat is a good choice. You get 2, presumably good spells, which you can cast with your own spell slots, and you can choose the spellcasting ability for them. You can also cast them once per long rest for free, and a free Misty Step is always useful. Great feat, this is an A tier. Grappler. Alright, so this feat has 3 different benefits that are given to you. First one, you can both damage and grapple a creature as a part of the attack action when making an unarmed strike. That is a free action and it is extremely strong. Second one, advantage on attacks against creatures grappled by you. That will be very often when we consider the first part of this feat, also a great benefit. And lastly, we can move grappled creatures of our size or smaller without the movement penalty. Also amazing. I may be crazy, but this feat feels unbelievably strong. If you are a monk, or if you have the unarmed fighting style, this is a very powerful feat and I find it to be an easy S tier. Great Weapon Master. Great Weapon Master can only increase our strength, making it a bit limiting for characters like Hexblades. But adding your proficiency bonus to the damage with heavy weapons is a significant increase, considering that most classes that want this feat make multiple attacks per turn. Hue is a nice bonus that will come up once in a while and you will be pretty happy about it. Honestly, this may be one of the first picks for marshals using heavy weapons. Let's put it in the very top of the A tier. And this is my ranking of the general feat so far. Thank you very much for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you would rank anything differently. Have a great day and see you later!